Hey guys, so I just wanted to start this video. I'm going to show you what all I've made here, but first we're going to see my previous project share, what I've been working on. And I'd already filmed it, but I wanted to add this to the end of it. But before we do, I wanted to say thank you for all the new subscribers and all the watch time. I really didn't expect all that. I didn't know I would be the first person out of the, well, maybe the first person out of the gate showing the new Michael stuff. And I look online and I look under new arrivals, and it just like popped up, and I was like, what? What? So I wanted to make sure to share that with everybody so you knew that Michael's has new stuff. We can sit here and try to, why now, the timing of it all and everything, but I don't want to. Let's just enjoy that there's more paper craft stuff out there for us. So I just wanted to say thank you. And it did help my subscriber count and move up and everything. And guys, I'm learning. I will say that from the beginning. I'm just a beginner. I've had several people, ask me for tutorials and stuff. So if you ever see anything I do and you want a tutorial, just let me know. I will try. I don't know how great I'll be at it, but I will try. And, I try to explain, I'm just learning basics right now. And another thing I think I need to learn is just to do me. And I do have ideas, but first of all, I need to do basics. So, yeah, guys. So, welcome on board, and thank you very much. And let's get to it. I am just jumping on here real quick just to do a little project share of what I have made so far with this paper pack from Joann, the Easter pack. The first thing I made was this little envelope journal or receipt keeper or whatever you want to use it or what you want to call it. I just thought it was really cute. This is my first envelope journal, and I thought it turned out really cute, except I do not like this flap. Everyone shows theirs with the flap up front, and I didn't care for that. And in fact, I may, before I even go to try to sell it, I may just clip that off because it's getting all bent up, and that's why actually I put it right there to help, protect it. But you can see I just added some papers. I inked it up, and there's lots of little pockets, and I even made like a little writing pad right here. But I just thought it would be good, if you're trying to like keep some receipts, or even if you're trying to save some money, some little tuck spots for some money. But I thought maybe all the little rabbit lovers. Now, the one thing I did try to steer clear of is I don't think you'll see any Easter. I tried to steer clear of the Easter, and I think I managed to pull that off. So yeah, that's my first little project. And I was proud of myself. I even did okay on the bow. I'm usually not a very good bow tire. And then this other little notebook is, of course, my cinch books. And that's, what I like to use. The only thing I wasn't happy about was I used my mini cinch, my new mini cinch, and it doesn't seem to be cutting very well. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but it doesn't It does fine sometimes, and then sometimes it just doesn't want to cut very well. But I used some papers from this Easter paper pad. Sorry, I can't talk for some reason. And I used the sticker pack from Hobby Lobby because I loved this little bunny, and it's got a felt top, and I really think it's super duper cute. Put a pocket there, and a little piece of vellum, and just papers. And mainly from the Easter pad, I used the ginghams. And there's a pocket there. And then I put in 2 of these top loading pockets. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. This is not quite finished. I thought about maybe making like a little dashboard. So I know I've made it sort of like an uneven surface, and it's I didn't do a chipboard cover. I did a soft cover, and that's why I have the acetate on the outside. So I thought about maybe laminating something and putting it in there, and you could use that like as a hard writing surface. And especially for these uneven, where I've put the stickers in, because these are a little bit dimensional. So if you're trying to write in there, it would make it kind of bumpy. But yeah, I thought this was kind of cute. So to finish off these project shares, I finally got my laminator out and did some laminating. I saw, is it Positively Papercraft? I love her stuff. She really shows how to do stuff without all the fancy equipment and everything. But she, you know, has done a lot of lamination stuff. And so, I had saw her do the, the matte lamination, #1, and #2, laminating without, you know, having to have the borders. And I thought, oh my gosh, I love that. So I did try it out, and it does work. Oh, sorry, I had that the wrong way. I was wondering why it felt kind of funny. But, so yeah, I just laminated some napkins, first of all. And I have a little bit of wrinkling there, but I think that just adds. I'm not sure what I'll use with this. Could be a pretty pocket in a journal. All of them could be. Making sure I have the right sides on these. And here's another one for a spring journal, a pocket. Yeah. And I did not laminate the back. I just left it as is. And then here's another one. It does feel really, it feels really good. I do like these matte lamination pouches. And there's another one. And another one. And then in that same style, I laminated a bookmark. I thought this was just so cute. And I actually laminated it in the old style too. And I found out my corner punch doesn't like lamination. So I need to work on maybe getting another corner punch for lamination. But it's matte, and it feels really good, and it's stuck down, so I'm happy with that. That's my lamination stuff. And then I did, out of, you know, from one of the new Michaels pads, I did make this. I saw this on, I'm trying to make sure to credit everybody, Silver and Sparkles. It was a project she had made. And I thought it was really cute, and I thought it may be something that I have things floating around in my head. How she made this. I always like to see how, and do it myself. I like to see how people make it and do it myself, and then maybe I can apply that to some things that I am wanting to make probably in the future. But I put this in the back. I like these, and I like this instead of trying to make a tab on it. So I thought it was really cute. I don't like this, and in fact I may pull that back off and put something else there. The paper bent up, and I would hope it would flatten back down, but it hasn't. But I just made these little tags or bookmarks, whatever you want to do with them. But I thought that was kind of cute. And I like how this was made. And then I did make, I tried to make this from paper clip from the Joann ribbon I had bought. And I just decided, because I had made it to go with that, but then I decided I didn't like it together. Now, this past weekend, I wasn't really in the mood to start another book. So, what I did was I started playing with several things. Things that I see on videos, and I'm like, oh, I like that. I want to try to make that. And I just never do because I start on the next book. So what I did was I took the paper pad, that paper pad, because it was still on my desk, and I just started cutting like tabs, and I cut this little label, and I cut this tag from some, I have a punch for that, and then used dies for these. And then I made several, and I watched different videos on how to do this. I think this was maybe a Fresh Strawberries. I hope I'm getting that channel name right. I think she originally did, and I saw somebody else doing it who referred back to her video, but I did some hidden paper clips, and I can't remember, but this was just a basic hidden paper clip, and I really like these. These are cute. I might try another one where you have the slit up top and you can put some, and then from Covered by Grace, these little notepads that you can just stick in a book, but they just slide open like that, and it's just something a little bit extra. You have some scraps, and it's just a little bit extra that you can put in something like this, and give the person just a little bit something extra, So I liked how this went. I don't like my decorations. I am not the greatest at decorating. I can tell you that right now, because I struggled. I was on the struggle bus. I kind of like that one though. I think it's just missing something, and I'm not sure what. But anyway, I thought these were kind of cute. And then I made a few little file folders, just like testing it out, how to make them and everything. And I tried to use my envelope punch board to make the notches in it and everything. And I didn't, since these are so small, I didn't think it was like looking right. And I thought the tab on it was like way too big for the size of this file folder. So, I tried my tab punch, and I still think that's a little bit too big. There we go. I still think that's a little bit too big. And then I tried, actually, that was a postage stamp die that I had cut, and I said, well, I'll try it on there. And I like the size of it, but I don't really like it. And then I tried a circle, because, why not? So I'm trying different things on how I want to make a tab. I have another idea what I might want to do. But, you know, in something like this, I just thought it would be cute. You know, if you have a side pocket, if you would just stick, you know, that in there. And then once, you know, I get to what I want to make, then I'll, like, play with the size and everything. But, yeah, guys, that was my fun this past weekend. So it wasn't really productive, but I got to make some things that was on my mind to make. And this with my previous week, I think that'll be it for this video. And then we will see. I have a friend coming in town this weekend, and I think we're going to go to Carowinds and have a little bit of fun there. And maybe I'll pay attention to my other channel. I don't think I've ever said anything to you, but we do have another channel, and it's called Fantastic Attractions. And we, on that channel, I really need to do an intro, but on that channel we do attractions. We do amusement parks, theme parks. We are pass holders at Universal and love to go to Universal. So I have actually 2 side hustles and a Monday to Friday 8 to 5 job. So I don't get a lot of time to craft. So anyway, I know I'm rambling, but you guys have a great week, and I will see you on the next one.